One of the more bizarre reasons for reparations is the allegation that white people have taught black people to believe that they are inferior.
That whites are more superior than blacks, and because of the color of our skin, we'll never make the amount of money that other races make.
And this supposedly has caused black people to suffer a lack of self-esteem.
I'm here to help y'all boost your little self-esteem. So now I know I had done a video that was called, how to have better confidence, how to have more confidence in yourself. But the thing is that confidence and self-esteem are not really the same things.
Can I make a video about building self-esteem for black girls? And I was like, yes.
I suffered from low self-esteem for so long. Really. It was so easy for someone to come into my life and just knock me off, even what little pedestal I was on.
According to the National Report on Self-Esteem, 98% of girls feel that there is an immense pressure from external sources to look a certain way. In elementary school, a teacher pulled my mom aside to let her know that while I was a good dancer, I would not be allowed in our school's elite dance group because I didn't have a dancer's body. For the first time, my confidence balloon lost a little bit of air.
Is it true blondes have more fun?
Why not be a blonde and see?
A Lady Claire all blonde, that silky shining blonde.
A Lady Claire all blonde, that silky shining blonde.
How would I look? How would I feel? Would I really have more fun?
Is it true blondes have more fun? Having fun, having fun. Is it true blondes have more fun?
Why not be a blonde and see?
A Lady Claire all blonde.
Say this out loud.
If I've only one life, let me live it as a blonde.
Now say it again. Once more with feeling.
If I've only one life, let me live it as a blonde.
A Lady Claire all blonde. Silky, shining, soft-toned, shimmering, dizzying, dazzling blonde.
Dear Felicity friend, although I take a lot of trouble with my appearance, I don't seem to have many boyfriends. Can you help? Yours, Atalanta Smith.
Dear Atalanta, I can't think of any obvious reason for your predicament, but suggest that you look first at your hair. You can now get a remarkable hair colorant called Sea Witch. Sea Witch is simple to use.
You look like no 18-year-old could, 'cause you're a woman, and I see you're not getting older. You're getting better and getting to me.
Loving care. The hair color that gives you not just better color, better hair. You're not getting older. You're getting better.
This is my hair in the morning. So I wash it, just like you, and blow it dry, just like you. So how come my hair looks great despite all this? I discovered Pantene.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. My hair used to have a mind of its own. Then a few weeks ago, I stopped complaining. I started using Pantene. Pantene is really special. It's got all sorts of good stuff in it that actually gets inside your hair to make it look healthier, stronger. It's incredible. Even with everything I put my hair through, it looks so healthy, strong, shiny. Listen, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
One problem with blacks lack self-esteem because of slavery, Jim Crow, and because of white superiority teaching them that they're inferior. It's not true. Blacks have real high self-esteem. The poor academic and economic achievement of black people is often blamed on low self-esteem, the result of discrimination from birth and endless negative stereotypes. But the most definitive study on the subject now contradicts this belief. Black teenagers do not have lower self-esteem than whites, but higher. In an article in the U.S. journal Psychological Bulletin, an African-American psychologist shows that whatever the effects of racism, poor self-esteem is not one of them. Except for the very young and very rich, blacks have higher self-esteem than their white counterparts, she demonstrates, and have had for years, end of quote. And the research on this has been consistent for decades. The National Center for Biotechnology Information is a division of the National Institutes of Health. Large-scale representative surveys of the 8th 10th, and 12th grade students in the United States show high self-esteem for all groups. African American students score highest, whites score slightly higher than Hispanics, and Asians score lowest, end of quote. And black women have higher self-esteem than do white women. This is from a survey conducted by Glamour magazine 2017. In survey question after survey question, a pattern emerged. Black women consistently reported higher self-esteem than white or Hispanic women, and among other things, they were far more likely to describe themselves as successful. 44% said so, compared with 30% of white women and 21% of Hispanic women. Black women describe themselves as beautiful, 59% versus 25% of whites, 32% of Hispanic women. That's consistent with other studies, says an expert who has examined the effect of race on self-confidence. Research shows that black women score higher on self-esteem than women of other races and ethnicities, which may seem surprising given the long history of prejudice and discrimination they have faced, she said, end of quote. Well, if someone's trying to make black women suffer a lack of self-esteem, it ain't working.
Take your blonde to the next level. New Feria Hyper Platinum from L'Oreal. Next level lightening with up to 8 levels of lift. No wrecking or ravaging with new aftercare conditioner. Next level blonde for the next level you.
Rare to me.
Rare is... It's a brand that really is all about accepting who you are and loving who you are. However you love, however you look.
Live your life in non-stop color with this.
Now L'Oreal's Infallible Lip Color lasts up to 24 hours in 24 fabulous shades.
Perfect.
Addiction.
Can a shampoo really change your hair? This one can.
New from L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Shampoo. An incredible rebirth for dry hair.
I have the power. The power to make you beautiful. Even breathtaking.
And black women are more pleased with and take more pride in their bodies, even though they're more likely to be obese.
4 out of 5 black women in the U.S. are overweight, and more than half of all black women are considered obese.
Yet despite the weight issues, black women still have higher self-esteem than do white women. Black women also think more positively about themselves and their bodies when they look in the mirror. 56% say, I am proud of the person I am becoming. 47% say, I am happy the way I am. For white women, those figures are 37 and 34% respectively. The expert continues, growing up, black women are taught you're strong, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're enough. And that mindset is passed down from generation to generation as a defense mechanism against discrimination, says the expert. The more confident you are, the better equipped you'll be to deal with racism, end of quote. Again, this is nothing new. That may also explain why black women celebrated their curves long before body acceptance became a fashionable marketing campaign or empowering hashtag. In the black community, curves are admired, says a 34-year-old fitness instructor from Dallas. And a 30-year-old executive director of a nonprofit in New York City says, no one's judging you based on your weight or anything else. My mother instilled in me that I should feel beautiful and confident and be proud of my features because they were passed down by my ancestors, end of quote. Or as the hyper-confident Kamala Harris puts it,
I have in my career been told many times, it's not your time, it's not your turn. And let me just tell you, I eat no for breakfast.
Oh, and one of those who told Kamala Harris to wait her turn, the former Speaker Assembly here in California, a man named Willie Brown, who held that job for 15 years. He was her mentor, and he's black, which says that the number one obstacle most of us face right now is the person in the mirror.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
So, black people do not suffer a lack of self-esteem. Black people do not feel inferior. Black people are strong. Black people have overcome. Black people will continue to grow and continue to overcome. Well, as you know, we have been demonetized by YouTube, which means we must be doing something right. To get me unfiltered and on demand, just go to LarryTube.com. Real simple, LarryTube.com, because we've got a country to save. I'll see you next time.